Hello Macsen here, welcome back. So in the last video, the Horatio put up quite a fight at Xanados. So my combat fleet here is en route back to Octans, where it's probably going to heal up a bit. Apart from that, I'm going to be refocusing my military and invasion fleets. I'm hopefully going to be able to take down Megrez or Erie. That's probably where I'm focusing most at the moment. So if I'm going to do that, I probably need to actually move some ships that are capable of taking those systems. These defilers still don't have their drop pods back. Okay, so my siege fleet here can... what does that have? Actually, I think I'll group those up. It's defiler. I'll move... right, I'll move those down to Kai's system. I've got a defiler that's been built in Edessir, so that can come to Megrez as well. I think I moved a couple of... oh yeah, I've got a defiler and a ravager here as well, which I used to take back Mataka, so they're coming down here. Okay, apart from that, I should end the turn. I think I'm going to speed up my ships straight away here to their destinations. Okay, so what do they have? They have fleet here. They have combat fleets. Where's this? Xanados. Oh, this is the siege units that I was moving in there. I could lose these. I'll come back to that in a second. Oh, wow. Was not expecting that. That's something I'm going to have to consider. He's Megrez and Xanados they would give me. I'm not sure how long the ceasefire lasts. It's about 20 turns maybe. Hopefully it's 10 turns, but I think it's 20. Right, I'll come back to that in a bit. That's something I'm definitely gonna have to think about. Okay, so we possess 4 units of hexaferrum. I think I colonized the planet that was making it. I've got a new tech here, which I'm going to be sticking into my build list, and I can terraform down a bit more now, because I've got that Arctic terraform tech. Okay, so Xanados, I'll retreat these. Could lose one or both of them, especially if they have long range, but I don't think they do actually. No. Okay. Right, I did lose both of them sadly. It's not the end of the world, they're quite cheap to replace. What's that moving in there? Okay, so Megrez, melee and medium, more melee. Right, I'm going to stop these from retreating, I think. So I'll do fence, nano. Okay, they're all wiped out. They actually counted both of those. Didn't really suffer any damage though. Right, so it's just what's here then? It's actually a combat fleet coming in there, and it's a pretty good one. I've got a ton of siege units here. I'll attack those. I'll just go... I'm assuming they don't have fighters or bombers, so I'll just maximize... well, I could use that, so I want to counter it. Okay. Right, so they just stayed there and died for some reason. That's great. Right, so what's this over here? That's a small combat fleet. How many ships? 5? Right, I think what I could do is actually use this one. Even though these ships are damaged, they shouldn't be in the top of the combat list or formation, because they probably won't have enough hit points. The Scroungers have more, and they should get repaired a bit for being in combat. So I'll use those. Actually, they've only got 2 ships here. Right, I want to stop them from retreating, I think. So use that one. use that. Yeah, this ship worries me quite a bit. I guess I've got to use spread to take that out in the first phase, and in the second, then doesn't matter what I use really. It'll all be targeting that. I'd use nano repair there. Perhaps I should use it there. Right, I'll do that, nano. Okay, and hopefully I don't lose a ship. If I do, then this is pretty bad. Okay, so auto. Oh wow, I did. I didn't even kill it. It managed to retreat on the last phase. Lost the scrounger. That's not the end of the world. Okay. Right, so I think I'm going to have to make a decision about this ceasefire, so I'm going to pause a second. Okay, so it actually looks like the Horatio will give me even more than they were offering in that diplomatic deal then. There's 4 systems there and money, and they weren't offering me Erie in that deal. And Erie is a capital, so I definitely want to take that. I think, so basically I'm going to have to make this deal. It's too much to not take. I think they have 17 systems and I have 11. If we do this deal, I'll actually have more systems then. So I think. Problem it being though that they're so far ahead in tech, and that could come and arguably if I don't keep attacking them, they could recover and eventually use that tech to make themselves almost unbeatable. But I'm going to take the risk. I think this treaty lasts either 10 turns or 20 turns. I'm hoping it's 10 turns, so I can actually declare war on them again quickly. Right, so I'm going to offer for that. It says they probably won't take it, but they might. Oh, they did. Right, I should put more dust on that deal then. Okay, so that means we're at ceasefire. Okay, and we've got a bit of dust and all of these systems around here. That means my happiness situation, actually it's not bad at all. I was expecting to be a lot worse than that. Okay, so FIDS, have we gone up in that? Second now, great. So how long does this treaty last for? I don't think you can break ceasefire treaties. You can with all other treaties, but not this. It's 20 turns. That's a long time. So in those 20 turns, what I'm basically going to have to do is move quite a bit of my military around here to take on the Hisho and continue to build up, and then hopefully I can be in a situation where I can take on the Horatio after 20 turns. Right, I'm going to reorganize my build list, I think, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've updated my build list. I think my FIDs have gone up a huge amount as well from these new systems. They're actually some really amazing systems. His is a 26 population system. At the moment I'm switching it over to desk production because it's got so many deserts and arid planets, but long term this is right next to the Horatio, so I'll turn it into a shipyard in a bit, I think. What else have we got? Right, that's what everything's building at the moment. But we also took Megrez. I think I was planning on actually raising that system, and I may still, but having said that, it's got an awful lot of stuff built on it, so I may keep it, although it's not that good, and I don't really need that extra titanium source. Aries, the capital, a capital or former capital of the Sophons, so I definitely needed to get that if I was going to win the game. That's what's currently building. Probably haven't actually done everything here. It's not particularly good at the moment, but it will be in a bit, I guess. What else have we got? And I showed you Xanados as well. It's a really good system. They've got quite a lot built there. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with this system yet. It'll probably be either dust or science, I'm guessing. I've still got to move all of my fleets, so I'm going to pause to do that in a second. My science, I should show you that, however. I'm going to... Right, I was researching this warp drive tech, so I'm going to finish getting that. And then I'm going to go for this extra hit point tech and that extra power module. That hit point tech is really important. There's another one over here as well, which I'd quite like to get sooner rather than later, but it's quite hard to get to, that one is. And then I'll return to get some happiness by there. Okay, right. A couple of my systems are still blockaded, which is a pain, but I'm not sure I want them to get away. I'm not sure if I attacked on Kaiser, can't remember. There's loads of ships there. But I'm going to do my ships. I'm basically going to be moving them up to Arcturus to take on the Hisho, and then I'll end my turn. Right, so I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've basically moved every single ship that I have, all my big fleets and all my straggler ships, to the same system. And I've stuck some rally points onto there as well from Pleione and Octans. There's a couple of fleets I have here and Megrez, which are locking down these ships. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. They're blockading a few of my systems, but hopefully they'll move off those. I don't think they can take any of those because they have the influence radius around them, even though I'm not sure all of them are full colonies. I think they are though. Right, so I'm going to end the turn. Plan is now, next 20 turns, take as much territory as I can over this part of the galaxy before moving back down to attack the Horatio again, in case they get too powerful basically. Right, so that's warp drive. Okay, science, yeah, we just got the warp drive tech and the colonized gas giant tech. Right, guess I should move my ships forward. Right, are Horatio going to do the same thing or not? Not sure which systems are being blockaded. I guess I can tell here. Kaiser's, Xanados's and Megrez's, their happiness has all gone down now. That wasn't the case last turn. So that's going to reduce my fids probably for a bit. Xanados. Yeah, we're only 4% owners, that's why. So I actually need to get the... There's an improvement which gives you 4% each turn. I think a lot of them might have it though. What is it called? It's, yeah, that one. Control recovery. So they've all got that. It's just going to take a while before they recover basically now. Right, so I'm going to just do my build list and my ships a second. Okay, so this is the current build list for my systems. Something I've realized as well, Kais isn't actually a colony yet, so that's vulnerable to attack because we're at Cold War still. So I've stuck that scanner into the build list, so it should come within its influence very soon there. And that, because we're at Cold War, of course, I can also attack the ships still, so I should do that. I've still got my fleet movement to do. What do I have here? Right, I'll group those up and send them through the wormhole. Arguably, I maybe should have kept another fleet down here for a tiny bit and try and hunted down some of the ships, but I might change my mind and bring some back in a second. Right, so anyway, let's start by killing off these here. Right, I don't want them to offensive retreat, so I'll do that. They're all basically unarmed. Right, so auto. Right, so we just did a normal retreat. Sadly, I only killed a couple there. Actually, I don't think they can retreat, can they? I hadn't realised that. There's no way for them to retreat to from Megrez. Okay, so they've got a fleet there. That's quite a big fleet. I might have to stick a hero here for a bit when I get there. There's a ton of fleets here. These can't retreat either, can they? So I'll just max the damage, I think. Imperator's ship. Oh, it's all siege, that one is. Right, so I'll just do all tactics. Does that have any... I don't think any of them have any bombers or fighters, so auto. They retreated as well, but they should be destroyed. Okay. Yeah, I can't see them anywhere. Right, so I'm just gonna do the rest of my movement. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've done all of my movement for my ships. I've actually moved a World Eater back down here because neither of these two fleets have one, so it could be useful there. I've also moved a hero over to here because there's a large fleet incoming, so that will be useful over there. All of my ships are basically going to the same system before going to Arcturus and onto one of these two systems. I've moved a Scrounger back over to here just so no one can colonize it. I'm not sure if you could see it there. Yeah, there it is. Right, so I think that's about everything. I've actually redesigned one of my ships as well, the Forager. I'm planning on having one of these in every one of my fleets, and basically I'm going to do that to take advantage of the engine. It gives you a +1 on fleet, and it actually gets better in the future as well, so that's going to be really useful. So because it's probably going to be at the back of the fleet, or I want it to be at the back of the fleet so it doesn't get shot at, I've taken off the armor, so it's going to have less hit points than other ships, so that should ensure that that actually happens. And because it's not actually going to get shot at, there's not much need for me to have a lot of defenses on. So I've increased the weapons mainly. So now it has long range kinetics, so we can shoot up well, I guess 4 shots per turn, and hopefully can destroy a target and then move on to another. I had 6 tonnage left, so I stuck another flak on it. It's got 1 defense of everything apart from that. Okay, right, so that's end of turn. I've got a load of dust which I will be spending probably on ship upgrades. The next tech will give me a load of extra hit points. Arguably, I'm not sure. I mean, there are certain techs that give you extra hit points or buildings, so the early fleets arguably aren't all that good unless you get a huge amount of experience with them. So I'm not sure if it's worthwhile me upgrading them or just scrapping them and building new ships, but I probably don't have the production capacity to actually do that anyway, so probably will upgrade them. Right, so where have we been attacked? We've been attacked on Kais system by a large fleet. This is a bit of an issue because I don't want them sieging that up because it's not a colony yet. Maybe I should have bought that scanner last turn there. Yeah, if I'd have known that, I probably would have put my leader there. Okay, do I have enough to survive this? They don't have any of the Imperator class ships. Doesn't have many Devourers here though either. Okay, so what weapons do they have? They have melee kinetic, melee and medium, melee medium range missile. Comms 17s have melee, so it's mainly melee and medium range missiles, but it looks of things. Right, so I guess I'll stop them retreating for a start. I think I'm gonna have to go. Oh, I can't go defensive shelter here because I don't have a hero. So I need an anti-melee there. I think I'll go an anti-missile here. That one. I'm going to do a manual combat for this. It's quite important. This Kais could be in trouble if I don't win here. Okay. They tend, that anti-missile damage one, they tend to counter that a lot. They usually go for the chameleon, I think, so it might be a bad choice. I think spread fire is definitely the best choice here. Try and destroy as many of these smaller ships as possible. My Devourers are actually pretty bad. I think I might go nano. Having said that, I shouldn't increase my hit points for these. They've gone overclock as well. They've got a lot of kinetic weapons. That's pretty good choice for them. What counters that? That's offense, so counter offense, so probably one at some point. That one does. What about my last one? Right, maybe I should do that again rather than this. Oh, it does counter offense, that one does. Right, so I think I've got to keep that on as well. Haven't lost any ships yet, but I haven't killed any yet either. Really need to kill some. Right, the small ships are getting wrecked. What do the larger ships have? Right, so I've countered that as well, great. But I'm really going to get beaten up probably in this phase. I've actually lost a ship. Right, looks like I'm going to win this. I thought this might be a bit close, but yeah, I've lost 2 scroungers. Yeah, this is going well actually. I'll take those losses. I've actually lost 4 scroungers. Right, and it didn't kill them all either. Right, so what have we got left here? Right, I'll kill this fleet. Hopefully. Got Hero here. Imperator. Not going to be able to kill that. Right, so it's mainly melees again. Okay. So I think I'll go. If they use similar tactics to what they did then, which they might, then taking the same cards would be a good idea. I think I'm going to have to do this manual again. I might have to do a nose breaker or something at some stage. Okay. If I could do that. Maybe not. I do want to increase my weapons, but in this phase, but I don't do much damage anyway, so I'm not sure there's much point in reducing my defense, but I think I'll try it. Okay, it's manual. Reason I lost so many ships in that last battle was because I didn't have many devourers, so the foragers were getting shot up, not foragers, scroungers were getting shot up quite because they were early in the build list. Oh, they've actually retreated, so I made a mistake there. Didn't realise they'd do that. I should have gone for the overclock then, to counter tactics. Actually, they can't retreat, can they? So that's great for me. They've lost another fleet. So it was good not to counter them. Right, great. They've got a fleet there. Can't actually attack that this turn. What's that? Bit of a fleet incoming there. I'm going to move my World Eater down. How many ships do I have? I have 5 short. I can actually attack there. They can't retreat either. So I don't mind if they do. Let's do that. Okay. So that was destroyed. Got a ship there. I wouldn't mind attacking. They can't attack it though because we're at Cold War and that's a colony rather than an outpost. Okay, I'm going to move my ships on. Right, I'm just going to do my build list and rest of my ships and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've grouped up a load of my ships and sent them on towards Arcturus and the Hesho. This fleet didn't quite have enough movement to move on to these systems that turn, so I've just locked down the system. There's another complete fleet there, just behind them. That doesn't have a World Eater though. That one does. I've sent a World Eater back down there, so it can go towards the Hisho. Apart from that, they're all stragglers, I think, pretty much. Yeah, and my invasion fleet's coming up there as well. Okay, so I'm going to end the turn. Attack the Horatio a tiny bit this turn and actually move on towards the Hisho territories. I'm not sure which of these they colonize first. I can't remember, and there's no way for me to find out. So, but I do have 2 complete fleets here that can go through this turn and siege those up, so it's not really an issue. Build list, not much to be done here actually. I think I'll keep that on science for the time being until I've got this hit point built in. What else is there? Octans. Right, this is terraforming down. I'm going to change these Arctics into lava in a bit. Population's huge here. Okay, and Hez has completed the scanner, so Kais is now within influence range, so they can't take the system, in theory. Okay, so I'm going to move my fleets on. Right, so I've got at least a couple of attacks to do this turn. Right, so what's here? Tiny fleet. This can't retreat, so I'll just max the damage, I think. That has medium range missiles. I think I'll go tactics. It's a bit risky, actually. I don't think I need to go tactics. I'll go something to reduce it. Sabotage. I should reduce all its weapons in theory. And next one, I'll go that and then deflect this. Right. Okay, so auto. Probably retreat. Yeah, they did. So they were wiped out. That means I can move this fleet now. 13, just short of that. How many are being blockaded? Kais and Erie, and that's it. This fleet, that's not got enough movement to get there in a turn. Right, okay, I'll bring this fleet here. And I'll actually attack with that one. Oh, I can't. Right, that was probably a mistake. Maybe I should have moved it on to towards that system. I think they might be blockading. My World Eaters arrived there. I grouped these up. Arguably, well, I've got 1 combat fleet there, but after that, I should probably just attack them and see if they retreat. Split my ships up to get more attacks. Right, so that can move up. Attack there. I don't mind if they retreat. Not going to go manual for this. I'll go spread. So they are Com S3s. Oh, they're all siege. Ducks, that's siege as well actually. Barrow, siege. Right, so I've only got 2 combat ships. A melee kinetic and medium range missile. Okay, so I'll do that. Deflectors. And for that I'll go barrier. Right, so auto. Okay, so they retreated and I believe they are dead because of that. Okay, I've got a few movement to do. Oh, right, so I should bring my ships over here. I'll do that. So which ones do I want where? I'll do this one, can go through to Cygnus. Lock that down. They have next to nothing there. And what's that? It's a complete fleet. I'll bring this one through as well. To there. Okay. they have... Hopefully they'll group up so I can kill them both. Yeah, they have. Melee kinetics and... whatever that is. I'll stop them from retreating or offensive retreat. So go there and that. Water. Should be dead by then or retreated. Okay, great. I'll siege the system. Could get my invasion fleets in here now. I think that's it for this video though. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time.